Well, hey everyone, it's finally come in the mail. We've got Babylon 5, The Road Home. This is the 4K and Blu-ray edition. I ordered it from Amazon UK simply because the Australian retailers weren't really moving fast enough. And of course, the day after I ordered it from Amazon UK, Amazon Australia listed it. But I have a feeling they were getting it from the same place, as the price was about the same, delivery time was very similar. And so I've watched the film, and it was good. It was good fun. It was a return to Babylon 5. I've since watched the commentary, which had JMS, Bruce Boxleitner, and the director. Let me just quickly check who was the director. Sorry, and the supervising producer, Rick Morales. And it was quite informative, actually. It was that was good fun. And there was a featurette called Babylon 5 Forever, which was also interesting to watch. Look, without giving too much away, considering how long it's been out now, you probably have a bit of an idea anyhow. It is a decent, fun adventure. It follows John Sheridan on this adventure through time, alternate timelines, and yeah, like we get to see certain events that we may have heard about but not necessarily seen. They're realized, and the animation is done quite well. In typical JMS fashion, all's not really what it seems, and the way the story unfolds is quite clever. There's a lot of different nods to different episodes in the franchise, but also I'd say they reach out and there are nods to other sci-fi as well, in how some of the effects and that are played out and shown. The alternate realities do allow us to see examples of the timeline that was shown a bit in War Without End. It's not 100% accurate, but it's very close. And you know, some of the visuals, even though in animated form, some visuals are definitely updated. Babylon 5, the station looks the same, but you can see that it's been tweaked a bit. And certainly some of the other elements that you'll see, you'll notice as well. All up, yeah, it's a good addition to the canon. It certainly doesn't break the canon, as I'm sure JMS would have been well aware of anyway. It fits quite nicely. I guess the framing story is pretty much straight after Objects at Rest, so the second last episode of season 5. I think it's only a month or so after they've arrived on Minbar to head up the Interstellar Alliance from the headquarters there. Yeah, and yeah, so like I said, I didn't want to go into any spoilers, although by this point we're quite a few weeks on from release. I might leave the spoiler review till later on. But yeah, if you haven't watched it, certainly give it a look. I think it'd definitely be worth your time. All the elements are really there for a good Babylon 5 adventure. The voice acting is pretty well done. The returning voices are good, and the new voice actors for the some past cast members are pretty well done. I mean, I would say Delenn and Jakar are hard acts to follow, and that does come through, but you still know that they are who they are. But the voices for Franklin, Garibaldi, Sinclair, Zathras, I believe are quite well done in this one. And for those who love Zathras, I think you're going to want to watch this. There's definitely some good payoffs there. Decent amount of humor throughout. I don't think it's overdone. I've seen some reviews and some posts. There are people obviously who immediately have taken a dislike to it. They don't think the animation style is good. They'll complain about just about anything. But you know, everyone is free to their opinion. I'm not on board with that. I think my main not complaint, but the main thing I feel is not entirely there is the music. And of course, Christopher Franke isn't available to do this sort of stuff anymore. the music's okay, but it just in places feels a little bit generic. You'll hear the Babylon 5 theme maybe a couple of times throughout, but the rest, it's fine. Which, the music of Babylon 5, the original series, certainly stood out, and quite noteworthy. But anyway, that'd be my only real. I guess that's the only thing that really stood out to me, aside from one reference in the dialogue that seemed off as well, but no deal breakers anyway. So that's The Road Home. Like I said, go watch it if you can. However you're able to. In Australia, we have to go the long way, but there are streaming versions available, I believe, as well. So yeah, get your hands on it, support Babylon 5, let's see what else we can do. JMS has already said that if this is successful, there is the potential for more. So let's get those made, and let's see where the story goes. And once you've watched it, you might understand what I mean by that. But yeah, certainly exciting times ahead. Babylon 5 seems to be on the rise again, and let's just hope that these strikes and negotiations and whatever needs to happen in Hollywood can happen, and can happen favorably, and that everyone's looked after and treated fairly, and let's get these adventures happening. Enough of my rambling. Thanks for listening, thanks for watching. I'll see you again soon. Take care.